Okay, so we will begin. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Green Talk series that is monthly. Today we have Dr. Saroj, who will be talking about the green initiatives at the Dunn School of Pathology at University of Oxford. Dr. Saroj is the chair of the Dunn School of Pathology Green Group at the University of Oxford, as I mentioned. And we are so excited to have Dr. Saroj be our guest speaker for this month. Our Green Talk series is monthly, so please keep an eye out for next month's talk. And thank you, Dr. Saroj, for being our guest speaker. We are so excited to have you. So, Green Your Lab is a global movement of sustainable scientists and lab enthusiasts working to make lab work more sustainable. If you want to learn more, join the network. It is free. You will have a perfect place to ask questions and get answers, talks and seminars, invitations, networking events, and we have a huge database that has the best practices for having a greener lab. You can meet other scientists and just keep learning new sustainability tips and share yours as well. Join our network today. Our talks are hosted with NESSE, a network of early career sustainable scientists and engineers. NESSE is a global movement of researchers and young professionals who are working to finding solutions to today's most pressing sustainability challenges. So again, we will begin the talk now. Please, if you have any questions during the talk, please email us at greentalk@greenyourlab.org. We will have a short session at the end of the talk to answer all these questions. You will remain anonymous, so please don't be shy to send us any questions you have. Dr. Saroj will take time to answer all questions, and if we run out of time for any reason, we will forward those questions to her and she will get back to you. Okay, so without further ado, we will begin the talk. Thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you for the invitation. Today I'm going to talk about the Green Initiative at the Dunn School of Pathology. I'm the laboratory manager and the chair of the Dunn School Green Group at the University of Oxford. So how did it all begin for me? It began when I started watching BBC Planet 2 series, and I created and shared a document to reduce plastic consumption in the lab in October 2019 in the RAF Lab retreat. Then Professor Anton, he created the Dunn School Green Group. I joined the group instantly in January 2020. Around 10 to 25 volunteers members are there. Then 4 labs at the Dunn School of Pathology were awarded LEAF, and RAF Lab received the LEAF Silver in 2020. Then I was appointed as the chair of the Dunn School Green Group in September 2021. 13 labs received a Dunn School LEAF accreditation in October 2021, and RAF Lab received gold. Then Dunn School Green Group was awarded Oxfordshire High Sheriff Award in February 2022. And 35 labs received the LEAF in July 2022. RAF Lab received the Gold Award. So this is the Dunn School Green Group members, and it consists of various PIs, postdocs, students, facility managers, as well as these are the past lab members. So as I said, it is a mixture of all different people from different areas in the Dunn School, and we have approximately 3 to 4 meetings per year. We work very closely with the University of Oxford sustainability team, Harriet, Vered, Charlotte, and we have done the environmental survey at the Dunn School to see if there is an interest in sustainability, and 70% of the people in the Dunn School were quite interested. We created awareness through emails, notice board, newsletters, leaflets, and we got our own Twitter account as well. We have introduced LEAF to the Dunn School. We have a slot to speak in the department committee meetings, and we have people from the site management group, lab manager groups, students, and postdoc associations. We do influence other people's behavior in the Dunn School. Instead of people giving any chocolate box, they were giving pots of daffodils to all the people in the Dunn School, and that is made up of biodegradable material. We are open to all suggestions, whatever small you think they are. Sometimes people say we want greenhouse, water buds, repair cafe, and we try to do it as much as we can. We have introduced bike doctors at the Dunn School with the sale of refurbished bicycles, where people pay for the parts and the repair cost is free. We have introduced Oxy Bike hire scheme at the Dunn School, which is affordable bike hire scheme where you pay for a day or for a month, and you don't have to worry about anything else. Introduction of the glass and ceramic mugs and cups for drinking water or for hot drinks. So then we also have got a tendency for people to bring their own mugs that they keep one throughout the event or cutlery, plates, reducing all kinds of waste. We ask people to have more vegan and veg options during different events, especially the department lunches, dinners, seminars, and social events. We've got food bins around the department for composting. We help various labs to apply for the LEAF Awards, and also we are going to apply for the Green Impact Award for the Dunn School. We present our environmental sustainability talks and posters at various meetings, seminars, and conferences. We attend different environmental sustainability seminars. And we also write blogs and articles on different magazines such as Fusion, newsletters, and also the external websites, Twitters, and different magazines. We also apply for the funds, either to the department or to the university or from different funding bodies. We also meet different suppliers for different products they have, and we also try to suggest them our sustainability goals and give them some suggestions. And recently we have got the App Cycle, which is a box from the Appleton wood, which can recycle all the uncontaminated plastic waste after autoclaving. So if you have a plastic waste, you can autoclave and then recycle that plastic, and then AppCycle is able to do that for you. And then we are also involved in various local climate actions groups, such as Marston Eco Group and Marston Community Gardening. So in September 2020, we had our own Dunn School Climate Awareness Week, and this was during pandemic. So we sent email every day about different sustainable options like food, recycling, and leaf, and also if you can reduce the different waste around, and that will help people to understand what is the sustainability and what is recycling. So that's why we created this Climate Awareness Week. And also we contacted different suppliers if they can supply their goodies. And every day we would keep 3-4 different goodies per day, and people will just come and collect it from this green group table. And these are the water bottles, mugs, and these are different stickers from the University of Sustainability team, and also different pens, and also these drinking straws that can be washed and reused. And again, we had these biodegradable bottles, coffee mugs, t-shirts, and these are the bags that you can use it for shopping as well. And then more stuff from the different sustainable suppliers. Then in September 2021, we participated in a big Green Week that was organized by the Oxford Friends of Earth. And then there we also represented it in different way. We flew green group flag. We flew flying green group flag. We did the leaf audit. We did the walks of life on Earth, Broad Street event. We organized various litter picking. That is the one. And also we organized the bike doctor, the eco market, which is here, and ready, steady, cook, climate conversation, virtual climate related seminar, grounds up arts, gardening and planting. This is all just to create awareness and also to participate locally also in different climate actions that were happening in the Oxfordshire. We also participated in Climate Action March that was held in November, just around COP26, and around 3,000 people attended this march. So then we also did the tree planting and event in Oxford on November 2021. And this is Alistair Morris. He is Marston Community Gardening creator, and also he's the Green Party member, and he's the city councillor as well. And you can see member from the Dunn School Green Group as well, Green Group. So he's Simon Hunt. And also Kate, we are all here around 50 people came and planted lots of trees around in the Marston area. And this is what Marston Community Gardening is doing with Marston Eco Hub, Marston Forest Garden, Low Carbon Marston, and a lot of different things they do to improve the local environment as well as the community. Then in October 2022, we also participated in the Great Big Green Week, where we flew our group flag, and also we invited various sustainable suppliers at the Dunn School to present their sustainable suppliers showcase and journal awareness to save energy. And we did the plant swap, which one is here, and we did the clothes swap. It's the postdoc who did the clothes swap. And then we had some also members participating in various green initiative walks and talks. And this is the litter picking. And also you can see quite a lot of different events happening around the Oxford and Oxfordshire. So then I want to tell you about how we reuse the laboratory consumables, especially the 15 and 50 ml Falcon tubes. Here is the method, and also for the toothpicks. And you can see if you wash and reuse these tubes, we can save around 16,000 pounds per year. And then we also wash the columns, Kaijin columns. And here also you can see we can save around 30,000 pounds per year. So this washing tubes is quite stable now. It is happening throughout the department, but we haven't yet rolled out to the whole department this washing of the columns. So we are working on it at the moment. So again, we have the recycling glove box from the TerraCycle and VWR, but now we are testing the Appleton Woods AppCycle. Currently, we are just recycling gloves and masks, but in future, we would also like to recycle all these plasticware after autoclaving. So and this is how we collect our tubes, the 50 ml Falcon tubes. These are all contaminated, so they are emptied and closed, and then people in the washing up, they will collect these tubes and decontaminate them and wash them in the dishwasher. Then they will autoclave separately in this box and open this box in the hood and close the lids of these tubes, and they are replaced in different labs. So it's very important to collect these tubes and replace as well from each lab to get the success of this initiative. So then currently we are setting up the glass washing pipette facility. Some of the labs, they have received these cans, which has got sterile serological pipette, and Dunn School washing up facility will collect the contaminated one, uncontaminated, and they will wash in a washer and then put them in these containers and then heat them at 300 degrees. And that way they are decontaminated and then they are collected by the labs as well. So as I said, we will save around 3,000 pounds, 30,000 pounds per year by washing these pipettes. So then we have this green room, which is an empty lab where people just come and leave any stuff that they don't want, all these consumables, bottles, glasswares, and then equipment, stationery, computer items, or anything that they think that they don't require. They can just leave it in the green room, and then people can come anytime and then they can collect it. And then we try to clear it out in 6 months' time. If something is very, very old, then yeah, we can ask the Unigreen to come and take the equipment away. And sometimes we open to the other department as well. They can come and collect these. And time to time, we need to tidy it up as well. And currently, we have a book swap area as well in this. And we'll see what future holds for this green room. So then we have also created various bin signages and recycling checklist, especially the sharp bins, glass bin, biohazards bin, and then what can go in this, so that people know it's better not to put them in these bins because they get autoclaved first and then get incinerated. So it's important if you can just think about your waste. Then we have these recycling bins and what can go in these, and also the recycling checklist. If the bottles are recycled and other things, where do they go, and what happens to those recycled material as well. So we created these specific recycling checklists for the Dunn School. Then we also have created the checklist, especially the induction checklist. Then we have also created the leaving the lab checklist at the end of the day, what you should be doing. And then we also have created the lab personal exit checklist that can be used by anybody. And it helps to organize all the material that is left by the user. Then we also have created the testimony. This is Paul Mers. He has used the tubes that we washed for the tissue culture, and he hasn't got any problem in using that. So this sort of testimony is very, very important to convince other scientists that people in the other lab, they are using it, and you can also use the same as well. So then we have created these flying less pledges, and especially from two different groups, very young PIs and then very old PIs. And then this helps all the people in the department as well as around the world that scientists at the Dunn School are trying to save the environment by reducing their carbon footprint by not flying, but just to do online meetings if possible. And if you have to go, you take the train. And if you want to fly in one go and meet 4 or 5 different people at one go. And if you can't meet it, at least take a holiday there, longer holiday, stay there. So these flying less pledges are very, very important. And we try to put them on Twitter, on the projector screen in the Dunn School, and also sometimes I'm presenting to you as well. So then we have this sharing table, which is a very important table because if you have any meetings or anything and you've got leftover food, you can just bring it here and leave it here and people come and take it. And it is in the sofa area near the cafeteria. And then people tend to love them because it's free food and you just eat it. And especially we have all these stickers as well. And sometimes people leave other stuff that can be also taken by the members of the Dunn School. Then we also have replaced our old -80, which are the ULTs, with this new one, which is from PSCVI, very high energy efficient one. And then currently we also in the RAF lab have increased the temperature from -80 to -70, and it is saving further 30% of the electricity. Then we have started this Dunn School Laboratory Freezer Challenge. It's a monthly freezer challenge competition. It's for the well-organized -670 or 80. And it is during the free Dunn drinks. We have this monthly Dunn drinks, and we just announce it during that drink. So it's not an extra event that we are creating. It's the same event, we just announce it. And the most organized lab receives this frame certificate like this one. This was for the James lab. And then each of the lab members receives a prize as well. So these are the collapsible mug and very sustainable. and it helps when you're traveling. You can just bring it to collapse it and then use it anytime. So this helps people in the department to clear their fridges and freezers and be much more sustainable as well and organized. We also have the solar panels on the top of our department, various department sites. And then we also provide this slide to all of the members of the Dunn School if they want to present, especially if we have other departmental facilities like stores, purchasing in bulk, pooling orders, and then OxyWash laundry service for lab coats. They use bicycle and use the Vanish cream for washing the lab coats. Then we have bulk storage of dry ice, which helps in slow sublimation. We've got shared equipment rooms, chemicals, cold room, and then we've got green room table, sharing table, book swap, and stationery items too. We've got workshop that repairs all our instrument, defrost freezers, and they also look after the rapid and unigreen scheme. Also, some of the freezers are at -70 as well. We got motion sensing light all around in the buildings. We use 100% recycled paper. We got IT facility for all computer related issues. We recycle our old and unused computer items. We have all the data from the computer backed up. We also recycle our cartridges, batteries, bulbs, broken glass, stationery, journal recycling, such as these ones. Then we also have recycling and reuse schemes such as glass and plastic bottles. Some of them are just returned to the supplier. They just wash them and decontaminate and reuse them. Similarly, there are NEB styrofoam poly boxes, gel ice packs as well, which are returned. Then gloves recycling, we've got tip recycling, and we've got refills for them as well. Washing tubes, which I just explained, we can wash cuvettes, colony picker, plates, and the flask also. The tissue culture flask, people in our department, they use up to a month. They use it for the same cells, they scrape it off and plate it again and reuse it for a month. Then I just said about the glass spreaders are also there, beads. Then DNA and protein purification columns can be washed and reused. Then others is like, as I said, we have leaf awards. We've got standardized recycling signages, stickers, bike doctor scheme, litter picking, food caddies, online meetings are encouraged, and most of the people in the department use the electronic lab notebooks. Then, yes, so this is the High Sharif Award, which we received in February 2022. So around 14 to 15 different groups from all of the Oxfordshire, they came along and they were awarded for their climate actions in the Oxfordshire. And this is Lily, and this is Anton, and that's me. And this is our High Sharif Award. And we had a different media coverage around the world. So it gives us the confidence that whatever we are doing is good for the environment, and it helps us to move forward as well. So in July 2022, 35 labs from the Dunn School received the LEAF Award. And these are the different awards and different labs receiving them. So there were around 77 labs and 35 from the Dunn School received the awards. And this was quite a good achievement for us. And that's why we were awarded with the LEAF Champion Award as well. And this is me receiving the LEAF Champion plaque from Vice Chancellor Charles Bontra. And then this is the whole of the Dunn School with the University of Sustainability team and more Dunn School Green Group members and also here as well. So here is Vice Chancellor Louise handing out and posing with us. This is Matthew Freeman, our head of the department. That's my boss, Jordan Ruff, and then Charles Bontra, you know. And then this is the Harriet. She's the sustainability head of sustainability. And then you can see here Vired, and that's Charlotte. They are also part of the sustainability team. And then you can see different lab members, especially Jo is here. She's been very instrumental in getting the group going. Here is Wayne. He has helped quite a lot with the green electricity, and also getting all these new minus 70, minus 80 ULTs into the lab. And then, so here is Charlotte again. So she is the one who is very instrumental in getting people to get the vegan diet, because she's herself a vegan. And Marianne is quite good in sending out the email to whole of the department of all the green initiative. Clem is very good in testing all the different green initiatives that we have to do. And plus she looked after the green room for a while, and now she also does the tour of the Dunn School Green Group as well. Simon is quite good in writing, so he's now responsible for decarbonization of the Dunn School fusion articles. And then we have other lab members, especially all these. Umer is quite good with the green group. And yeah, it would be quite good to see what else we can do as a green group in the future. So then in the Vice Chancellor Award, we were also nominated for different awards as well, Students Award, as well as the Staff Award as well. So it's quite good that 3 members from the Dunn School Green Group were nominated for various awards. Then what is the successes of the LEAF at the Dunn School? Why were we success? So the Green Group is very passionate. All the members are very passionate about the climate. And so we are climate activists, we care for the environment, and we are also involved in the local action groups. And we had previous successes in 2020, 21, and now in 2022. So we create regular awareness in the department. We send out email, whatever we can, we talk to the people, and we discuss quite often. And we have all these different climate awareness week, and also trying to get people involved, everybody involved as well. We proudly display our achievements, especially the LEAF Awards, Oxfordshire High Sheriff Award as well. And we have a support from the top. We got the head of the department who's very into green, and then he helps a lot, and he supports all our initiatives as well. And I have very supportive line manager, Jordan Raff, and you can see we've done quite a lot of pilot experiments in the lab to use all these green initiatives for the whole of the department, and all other PIs are as well. So then we share all these answers from the LEAF workbook. We've got all these signages, checklists, induction lists, which we made, and we share them. We do one-to-one talk as well. We talk to the people in the Dunn School, and we help them to register and submit their LEAF applications. And you can see 11 students, 8 postdocs, 7 facility members, 6 lab managers, and 3 PIs helped in submitting the LEAF for their labs. And we support them to get audited, and we help them to submit the report, and we encourage them to register for the VC Sustainability Award ceremony as well, because it is a big thing if you go there and receive an award. And we promote them to tell them to email or meetings and conference and talks, and put their on grant application as well, to promote and to give them the confidence that you are doing science sustainably as well. And now I'm going to tell you about the RAF Lab initiatives. This is the RAF Lab, and we are proudly displaying our Gold LEAF Award, which we received last year. And this is Jordan, and he has helped me a lot, especially when I was testing all these different glass tubes, and also the different laboratory consumables that we can wash and reuse. And he was very supportive, and everybody in the lab, they tested as well. So you can see the RAF Lab has piloted all these different initiatives, and that was rolled out throughout the Dunn School as well. And then, recently I've been testing this iPad Air, where we can replace all the notebooks, and especially because the iPad Air is made from 100% recycled material, and it consumes very less energy, and you can use the iPad Air for approximately 3 to 4 days without recharging, and a lot of other things as well. So I'm really grateful to have a PI like Jordan, who has helped uh, all the green initiatives to set up at the Dunn School. So in addition, we have also participated in various competitions. This is the Christmas decoration competition at the Dunn School in 2021. And these are the washed tubes that we have used as a Christmas decoration. These are the plates, the embryo collection plates that have been washed 26 times, and they were used quite often afterwards as well. These are the different toothpicks for colony picker and all these different columns. And then in 2022, I made this Christmas tree made up of fly bottles, and they've been washed and been used as a Christmas tree. Then this is the Christmas jumper, which I created. Especially this is the jumper which I bought from the charity shop. And these are the available Christmas lights and all these different decorations. And then this is the vegan food for Christmas party competition. So we tried every best to be more sustainable and not to waste. So what is the future initiatives that the Green Group are thinking of? One is to participate in the Green Action Week, which is organized by the University of Oxford Sustainability Team. And we will do a talk by Push. He's a climate activist. And also we'll do the bike doctor, we'll fly the flag. We will again have sustainable green exhibitions. Then we have also are doing this Dunn School Green Initiative tours along with the University of Sustainability team. We will do the Green Dunn drinks, plus the monthly freezer challenge winner announcements, clothes swap, plant swap, refill stations, vegan veg bake cake or cook sale, and a charity fundraising monies. And these monies that will be collected from here will be donated to Push's charity, and that does quite a lot of work in India and Zambia for the work on the climate justice. We will also do a talk by Martin Farley. So this is an in-person talk at Dunn School on Friday, 24th March. And then we will participate in Oxfordshire Big Green Week. That will be between 10th to 18th June in 2023. Then we will also be washing and trying to wash and reuse 50 ml tubes for the tissue culture for the entire Dunn School. Then we will also try to get this Dunn School Gardening Club, which will help us to grow your own vegetables because it's good for mental health. And we will have a wildflower patch to increase the biodiversity. We will have electric charging points in the Dunn School. We will have ground source pump at the Dunn School. We will try to get 100% leaf for the entire Dunn School labs and also apply for the Gold Impact Award. Finally, I would like to thank all the members of the Dunn School Green Group, present and the past members, who's been very instrumental in getting all these different green initiatives at the Dunn School. Then Jordan Raff, who's my PI, helped a lot in setting up all these initiatives. Matthew Freeman for his support, he's the head of the department. Then all the RAF Lab and Lee Lab, which has been very, very helpful all the time. Washing up facility to wash all these plasticware, glasswares, and also now they are doing recycling of all these gloves and masks as well. Workshop to get us all in place, especially repairing all these instruments and also defrosting this freezer, getting new, very energy efficient freezers, IT facility for all these IT problems, and admin and finance team to help all these plant swap, and also currently they will be doing all these cake and bake sale as well, and the entire Dunn School for supporting our initiatives. The Oxford Biochemistry Department for helping us to set up the glass serological pipette at the Dunn School. Then University of Sustainability team, especially Stephanie Rees initially, and now Charlotte Thompson, who's been very helpful to get our labs all the different fundings for the freezers, and also for now heat ground source pumps and all these different fundings and all different resources. And it's very, very important. And Harriet and now VRED as well for helping us to submit our Green Impact Awards. Then Martin Farley, his LEAF workbook has made such a huge difference to each lab in the department, that each of us are thinking about the climate and how we can reduce different waste, how can we be organized. And it's very, very important that everybody has the LEAF award. And thank you, Martin, for your all hard work. And all these people, especially the protocol from Amy, Paul for helping and getting the protocol for washing different plates, urine for all these climate talks that he does. It's quite informative as well. Ben also helping, and Joe for supporting our work in the Dunn School. And then we have all these different Oxford group, especially the Oxford Friends of Earth doing the Climate Action Week, Christchurch, who runs that, Oxfordshire, Oxford Friends of Earth, and Climate Chats, which I did for Climate Conversation. Oxford Climate Society, they do a lot of different courses, and also they help all these students as well to move forward and be a great people in the future. And then also the Marston Community Gardening, different people in the group, especially Alistair, Kate, Sky, and Jane, who has helped shape the Dunn School as well, and also helped me to help the community. And through them, I could be able to help them, and they can help me. And thank you all for coming and listening to the talk. And I'm happy to take any questions. If you want to follow what's happening recently, you can just follow me on these different Twitter account. And also, I'm happy to get your email as well. Thank you very much for listening, and I'm happy to take any questions.
Hello, Dr. Saroj.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you so much for your talk. It was such an interesting talk, and I am so grateful that you are here and that you share all these initiatives with us, since we know that starting initiatives can be sort of difficult for pushback, challenges, all sorts of reasons. So this was very inspiring. So thank you so much. And I am just going to share my screen again for the email. Here, let's see. Yes, so this is the email for the questions. Please email any questions to greentalk@greenyourlab.org. Again, you will remain anonymous, so don't worry about us saying your name or anything. So please don't feel shy to send any questions you have. This way, I will just give a couple of minutes to people so they can send any questions they have our way. And Dr. Saroj is here to answer all these questions. So, okay, so we have received a few questions. I will stop sharing this now. Remember, any questions, please send them to greentalk@greenyourlab.org. Hey, hello. So, first question is, can you send us your protocol for washing tubes and columns pipettes? So, people would like to know your protocol for washing these tubes and the pipettes, since that's one of the main arguments people make, that, oh, contamination is going to happen, how we can't wash them properly. So what is your protocol for washing these?
So basically, what we do is we decontaminate in one of the detergent, and then we wash with the tap water, and then it goes in the dishwasher for washing. and then it's autoclaved. So you can see it is not being going to contaminate. If you autoclave something, everything gets killed. And then you open the container in the hood and close the lid in the hood. So that way it is all non-contaminated, and it doesn't have any contamination from previous work as well. So, and the protocol is published, so that's why we can say this is quite established protocol. So it's not me who has sort of created this protocol, and people have already used it. And we've been using it for like a year, almost a year now. And yeah, it's been amazing to use it. But I'm happy to
Okay.
share the protocol. If people email me, I can share the protocol,
Mhm.
definitely, the one that we have.
Sounds great. Thank you so much. And a follow-up question to that is, we've been told that washing tubes is too much work, meaning it's expensive. How did you get people? How did you get the people resources to do the washing?
Yeah. So initially, in our lab, in the RAF lab, I was the one washing it, and then I started washing for other couple of labs as well. And then it was getting too much, so then we thought we're going to apply for some funding, and we applied for some funding, but we didn't get that funding. But
Mhm.
then our washing up people, they said, well, we're going to try and help you out if we can, and they did it, and it's amazing. So as a scientist, it's very hard to wash as well as do your science. But if you have a support staff, I would definitely like to name a couple of few people. Natalie, Gonzalo, and Harry, they've been amazing in the washing up. And Philip and Samantha, they've been looking after them. And they always say, well, we are already here. We can, you just tell us, we will do it. The only thing is, yes, they also are quite short of staff, and if they can hire more, and definitely they're going to hire more, then we will keep sort of washing all these different plastic wares and glasswares. And as I said, we haven't rolled out the Kaizen columns yet for the whole of the department. That's because they are short staffed. And yes, it's important to have the support staff if you can. And investing money on that is going to be great, especially now the energy crisis, the prices will be going higher up, and it will be good to sort of wash and reuse your consumables. And if you can, but definitely it's worth it if you can have somebody for the whole of the department to do it.
Okay, thank you so much. And actually, a question very related to that topic is, someone said, I can't seem to get people to join me. Any suggestions?
Yeah, I think, yeah, I think it's very difficult to sort of get people to join you. But basically start from the top. If you can get a scientist from your department to sort of say, well, I am leading it at the moment, let's start it. So for us, it was quite good to have Anton, who was professor, and he was a graduate student studies director as well. And his email got us all together. So he sort of emailed everybody, oh, if anybody is interested in joining our group, please do join. And we were all very passionate, and we just joined it. So we were just like 10 people earlier. And then you just start small, you don't have to start big. So the way we started, we just started with just washing, getting all these mugs and cups used rather than the plastic mugs or plastic cups. So you just start small, and once it's sort of in your system, then you move on to the other one. So definitely don't take too much in first go, because it's you won't have time, definitely. But if you got other group of people together, then definitely you can go along slowly. But definitely email people and try to sort of see if you can get more people with you, which is much better than going alone. And definitely it's hard, but yes, you can explain them, look, the green group is doing so well, and it's a group, and it's a group of people, not just one person. and we can also make a difference, definitely. And it's not going to be too hard when you are so many people together, definitely.
Thank you so much. So another question is, we don't have enough lab space to switch from plastic to glass. People are also worried that it is dangerous if the glass breaks. Any suggestions for that?
So definitely, yeah, so you don't have a space. That is important to have a space, that's for sure. And the way, as I said, we do slowly, and if you don't have a space, then it's going to be very, very difficult. And for us, as a department, we got a lot of space, and we got people to wash our, let's say, glasswares and plastic, and that's why we can sort of move ahead. And maybe try to clear some empty space. I mean, you never know, you might have some space that you probably are just using it, keeping for something, and you can try to share some space within other area. Let's say, if you want some space in your lab, you can move some of the stuff to other labs and share that space, and try to get your washing all these plastic or glassware to just set it up. Definitely, I mean, there is, if you want, you can always do it. That's what I say. I mean, yeah, if you don't have people to wash it, you can start yourself alone, and see how it goes. I mean, you don't have to be like full department. I mean, I started with the RAF lab, and yeah, it's, but you need the autoclaving facility to wash, and you need other helper to help as well. So definitely, it's important if you can start in your lab, and start slow. As I said, start slow. You don't need to start all in one go, definitely.
Yes, that's a very good advice. Thank you so much. Another question we have, how successful were you at getting people to reuse the 50 millimeters tubes in tissue culture? Were people reluctant, and how did you address this?
Yeah, so the tissue culture tubes is still a complicated area. And that's why only one of the lab were able to use it, but not the others. And yeah, I think tissue culture is going to be a bit complicated, but as I said, you don't have to just use those for tissue culture. There might be something else as well. So try, yeah, just try it, and then just see if it works for you. But if it doesn't, but don't force. I say to everybody, just don't force people to use it, because if your tissue culture get contaminated, that's not going to be sustainable, because you will have to decontaminate whole of the tissue culture area, and yeah, it's not going to be sustainable. But definitely try smaller, try like do a parallel experiment, rather than sort of just doing it in your experiment, just to separate one and see if the cells can survive, and they're fine. Yeah, definitely go ahead. But we still don't recommend for the RNA work. If you're doing any RNA work in the tissue culture, yes, please don't use it. You use the fresh one, that's much better. But yeah, for tissue culture, I would say just reuse the flask if you can. Your tissue culture flask that you have, you can reuse it up to a month, and just scrape it off, reuse, and plate it. That's the best way. And recycle much more, and see if you can reduce any plastic waste, and if you can recycle these bottles which comes, rather than putting them in the autoclave, these media bottles and all, they can be washed and recycled. I think that's the best way. But definitely we are working in it, and as I said, only one lab out of like 30 are using in the Dunn School, so we need to work on that quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But as I said, yeah, you have to be very, very
Okay,
careful with tissue
thank you.
culture.
Another question that we have is, what is better, LEAF or NUS Green Impact?
Oh, okay. For the labs, I always say leaf. Leaf is the best for you as a lab. Yeah. And because it will help you so many different ways. You probably, when I started in the green group, I didn't know about the leaf. And then when I saw it, I said, wow, we can try to do all these things as well. Why not? And I didn't know about, I just started to reduce plastic waste. But the leaf is for everything, reducing all your different kinds of waste, organizing yourself, and how you can minimize different energy consumption. So I think the leaf is the best for the lab, and then green impact is overall for the whole of the department. But to get both of them is very important, because leaf is just for the lab, but green impact, if it can include your admin people, if you can include your finance, if you can include your IT people, that is the best, because they also feel part of it, because they're not separate from the labs, but they are not in the lab, so they can't get the leaf. So if they get a green impact, and then they feel like they feel proud to work in the department. So I think that way it's good to have both the awards, I think.
Amazing. Yes, thank you so much. So, for at the moment, those are all the questions we have received. Again, to all the viewers out there, if you have any questions, and feel free to please still send them at greentalk@greenyourlab.org, and we will send them to Dr. Saroj to answer. Dr. Saroj, thank you again for being our guest speaker, and
Uh, yeah,
yes, and for taking time to answer these
yeah. I
questions.
would like to thank a few more people.
Oh, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Is it all right if I thank you? Yes. So Anne Haggard from the Green Group, she's very good in doing all these recycling boxes for us initially, and now she's going to do a quiz also for the Dunn drinks for recycling, like which portion can be recycled. And then Samantha is very good in the stores, and she has helped. She always sort of comes up with different minds, like what we should sort of recycle, what we can reuse, and all sorts of. So she has worked very, and she's part of the Green Group as well. And Martin, who is very good in defrosting our freezers, and he's always ready to start anything he wants to do. I mean, I'm so happy to have him in my group as well. And Philip and Emile as well. Emile is the one who designed the logo for the Green Group T-shirt. I mean, if you see that Green Group T-shirt, that is the one, he does it. And Philip, as always, he's the safety officer. And I say to him, "Oh, Philip, can we wash this?" And he said, "I think it's not safe, but let's try it. And if you can try it and show me, then yes." So yeah, he's very supportive as well. So you can see all these different people, and plus Pete Stroud from the facility manager. He's not part of the Green Group, but he's always ready to help and always ready to repair stuff so that it doesn't go to waste. And it's very important to get all these people on board, and all different people in the Green Group as well. And they've been amazing support from me.
Of course. No, thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
And thank you to all these people that are making labs more sustainable and fighting against resistance and challenges. Thank you, Dr. Saraj, and thank you for everyone that came. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to send them our way, and we will get them answered as soon as possible. For at the time being, that was our talk with Dr. Saraj. Again, thank you. And I hope everyone has a good day, night, or afternoon, wherever it is that you may be watching.